Peace and love, fam. It's your girl Karina. Welcome back to I Have Karina, and I wanted to talk a little bit about Cardi B and Offset. Hmm. um. First, I want to talk about the patterns. So, I want you guys to look at the patterns here because there's something that's going on that I'm not really sure what it is. Okay. And when it is that you are gaining information from the media and understanding timing, right? There's certain things that are planned out. And I definitely sense that there's something about Cardi B and Offset that is planned out, okay? And the divorce that is planned out. Now, if you've never come across this channel before, I do astrology and I also decode symbolism, a little conspiracy theory sprinkle in there. Okay, and what I would say is that there is a pattern of this very specific saying. Okay, the saying is that I'm tired of crying and I don't cry anymore. Okay, I want you guys to remember that the WAP video, and if you haven't seen my decoding video on that, check that out. In the WAP video, I decode the patterns and the esoteric breakdowns of what's happening in the WAP video. Now, one thing that I haven't referenced that I will on my Patreon is that there is clearly Alice in Wonderland symbolism in the WAP video. Okay, and I want you guys to check out. I don't know if it's in every adaptation, but the one that is in 1985, Alice is speaking to her sister, and she says, "I don't cry anymore. You will never see me cry anymore." Or she says something like, "I'm not a crybaby," or something like that. So I want you guys to understand that what is going on is ritual, and patterns are the key in decoding the ritual. Just remember that you can't really take anything at face value when you're looking at media stories. You have to dig a little bit deeper. Whether you dig deeper on a psychological basis, whether you dig deeper on a political basis, on an astrological basis, or a conspiracy theory basis. But digging deeper allows you to remember that there are intentions behind everything that's happening. Okay? Cardi B's Venus and Scorpio also astrologically speaks to the fact that there's always more complexity around what is happening. And because she's a Libra, and I believe she's in the Chitra Nakshatra, the Chitra Nakshatra often are people who kind of play a little game with the public. So I want you guys to just remember that there are things that are happening that we don't know about, that I don't know about, but I can clearly see patterns, and I wanted to bring that knowledge to you. So if you're still here, I also want to talk about the idea of cheating, and I think where we go wrong in relationships when it comes to how we deal with cheating. Now, being a person that's in a that has been in a relationship for 10 years, one of my biggest fears was getting cheated on. And I've battled with it for a very long time until I came across the book, The Four Agreements. And within this book, it talks about the human condition and how to love in a way that is more humane and more compassionate, and actually helps you if you have like low self-esteem. Okay. And I think that cheating is one of the main triggers for women that pull out their low self-esteem. And I think that this is because the way that we word it, and remember that your words are everything. And when I decode things, words are the creation of a lot of things in this confusing world, this complex world. Words is what creates things, right? So in the Four Agreements, it talks about not taking things personal. And I think that when we're dealing with cheating, that we often take things personal. And we've created it with our language, because when we say that somebody has cheated on someone else, it's a very personal statement. For instance, to say that Offset has cheated on Cardi B. Because of that, it almost naturally puts a focus on Cardi, on what it is that she has done wrong, because the words are saying that this person has cheated on this person, okay? So it naturally puts the focus and the responsibility on the person that they cheated on. And if you disagree, then that's cool. I'm glad that you do. But I feel like it still makes it personal, right? To say, well, he cheated on me. It feels so personal. It feels like it's your responsibility that this person has cheated on you. When in fact, if you take the idea of the four agreements and apply it to cheating, then this person has not cheated on you. They've cheated on the relationship, right? So if you stop to take it personal, stop thinking that it's my fault that they cheated on me, right? If you actually see that they are a cheating type of person, right? Somebody who goes to something else to get fulfillment, even if you don't want to say that they're a cheater, though some people are. And if you get into a relationship with somebody who's a cheater, it's not that they cheated on you, but they cheat, and that's what happens, right? But let's say you don't want to even call the person a cheater. You can at least say that, well, when this and this happens, this person tends to go and look for an alternative way from another person to get what they need, right? Because using that language takes it off of you taking it personal, and it puts it back on the person and the type of person and choices that they make. And I think that that helps us to release us and free us from low self-esteem, because it's not just about you and the things that you did wrong. It's that this person makes these types of choices when they are in conflict resolution, right? And we all deal with conflict resolution in a different way. So why is it that it's my fault, right, if you cheated on this relationship? Now, yes, there are certain things that I have contributed to it, right? Maybe I have pushed your buttons. Maybe I am doing things that make you feel neglected. Maybe I'm doing things, maybe you're just bored with me and you go and cheat, but it's not because of me. It's because you are bored with me. Okay? It's because you are the one who needs variety, right? And was not able to relate and work with me to get what you want out of the relationship. And yes, it could have been me that has invested more into you so that you would be happy. But the key here is that you don't, if you're playing poker, you don't blame the other players for the person that has cheated in a card game. So why would you do it in a relationship? Okay. And I think that when you are able to see that it's not personal, and this person has taken these choices for their own needs to resolve what is going on with them, and when you stop to really look at it from that point of view, then you can start to say, well, maybe I could have done this, maybe I could have done, and take ownership for the part in which you have created the conflict. But a lot of the times it's not the other person. A lot of times it is the one who has made the decisions to cheat on the relationship that needs to take ownership for what they have contributed to making them want to cheat, right? And it's not their partner, okay? Their partner may be a catalyst, it may be a trigger. But one of my favorite people, Iyanla Van Sant, says that you are responsible for your triggers. And you're responsible for relaying the message to your partner if you are unhappy, and you usually, when you're unhappy, you go for other people, right? You go for looking for happiness in other people. You go for getting what you want out of other people. And if we had that communication, right, in relationships more often, where it's like, look, I'm really unhappy in this relationship, and either we need to work together or I'm going to need to get this from somebody else, then the cheating wouldn't occur, because it's proactivity in addressing the issues before the person decides that they're going to step out. So this little rant about cheating comes from the idea that a lot of people are like, oh, well, Cardi, her WAP isn't all that great, and it takes more ladies than having a great pussy to keep a man. And you know what? Yeah, you're right. It does take more. What it takes is a relationship that communicates with one another, so that these things can be prevented. But I just think that there's so much weight being put on Cardi for having a bad, like, is your WAP now downgraded because somebody cheated on her? Is it her WAP's fault that this guy has not invested in his relationship or stayed committed to his relationship? Why is it that we blame it on the womb? Because the womb is exactly what he wants. He's going and getting womb from somebody else. So I just feel like it's not, we direct this towards the wrong focus. And I just wish that there could be more practice. And instead of saying that he cheated on me, it's that he cheated on this relationship. Like how you would do in the game. Like they cheated on the game, they cheated on themselves, really. And yeah, if somebody cheats on you in a poker game, yeah, you might be pissed off or whatever. But you just wouldn't see it as like, oh, it's my fault that this person came and tried to win over me, right? So rant is done, and I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm going to be decoding Black is King symbolism, astrologically, etymologically, and amongst other things. And also, I want to talk about Lady Gaga and her 911 video. So stay tuned for that. I'll see you guys very soon. Peace and love.